You know, there's something that happens and you don't get surprised why it's just less than 3% of the world population that is ruling the wealth of the other 97. And even in that 3%, it's actually 1% that is actually super rich. So you see that? Because what actually brings riches, most of the time, people are not interested. Are we together? That there is something that you really need to be scared of in this generation. Because when we were moving in the industrial generation, when they were moving from horse ride into carriage, into vehicles and all of that, it was very obvious for you to know what we're moving from into where we're going. Are you getting that now? So it was obvious to know, oh, there's no more horse on the road. Of course, there were no tarred roads. All we had then was what? Roads that the horse can put the feet, like the stoning kind of roads. That even when the vehicles were coming to replace it, even those who own horses were afraid and were kicking against the transformation that was coming. And in fact, they called cars deadly vehicles. I told you before how the Parliament of the United Kingdom had to make a law that nobody should be driving what? This deadly vehicle. You could only drive this deadly vehicle on one condition. You remember that? I've taught that. And they said, for you to drive your car, you must have 3 persons in that car. Can you imagine that? Number one, you must have what? The driver. And you must have what? Mechanic. They call him engineer. And you must have what? The red flag man. Imagine 3 persons. So imagine you want to drive your car, you will never have your privacy with your wife or with your girlfriend or with your brother. Because your mechanic must go with you in case the car get died on the road. And there must be a red flag man, probably because there was no brake on the first car that was manufactured. So when it's coming, somebody must be waving the flag. This machine is coming, everybody stops so that it doesn't crush everyone. And of course, they also said it mustn't go beyond, I think, 23 kilometers per hour. Imagine that. That's like you jogging. But that was the era we have to, people went through all of that. And of course, United Kingdom lost out from the car manufacturing dispensation because of that. And America wanted to make the same decision, but they were smarter and they waited, saw the reaction from there. Then the German, then the Japanese, they just took over the market. They believed in it. And what I'm saying basically is that, you see, even in that dispensation, what caused the change, or the change that came, was visible to the optical eyes. Now, the most dangerous part of it right now is that what we are dealing with is actually, I call it an invisible knowledge. This is what we are dealing with right now. The changes is like the air that we breathe. We can't catch it, we can't see it, but we can feel it. Are we together? We can feel the air. We can't catch, we can't trap it, but we can tell there is breeze blowing. So that's what I call it, what? The invisible knowledge. And it's transforming everything. You don't believe in the blockchain, nobody's looking for your opinion. But it's changing almost everything around us and you can see it. Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe the internet? You don't have to believe in it. But it's changing everything. Oh, don't mind those social media, especially the politicians. When it's something, it's hitting them very hard. They say, it's social media talk. My question is always, those people who are giving those information on social media, are they not human beings? If not because you silence the organized media platforms, they will be speaking like the social media people. But because the social media personalities are independent, so you see what person like David Hundeyin, he has become a superstar overnight for being what? A true investigative what? Journalist. Because as an independent journalist, you can't really trap him for anything. You cannot use the Nigerian broadcasting wherever to keep his mouth shut. So what is really changing a whole lot of things? We can't see with our eyes, but the changes we cannot actually deny it. And that will actually make it what? Really, really a dangerous thing to the older generations who refuse to see the next move where we are going. Are we together? So For some of you who dare to believe in it, for me, congratulations. So maybe when we get to the section of digital intelligence, we check that again. We'll discuss more of that. Let's see how we move. Now, welcome to Safia, a hardware distribution company for high standard people. Now, this is our company. This is the company we represent, based in Dubai, and it's a distribution company. So we need to know who we are. And of course, we have a vision to be number one. Because what Safia is actually doing right now, they are literally championing the tokenization industry. A whole lot of cryptocurrency talk about tokenization and all of that. Some prophesied it, some projected it, they did all of those things, but nobody is actually tokenizing. Or if there are people tokenizing right now, Safia, we can tell, they're actually, Zenith in the forefront, and Safia be the exclusive marketer of Zenith product. Also, they are the one, they have the exclusive right to market almost all the products that are being tokenized on the Zenith Smart Chain. Now, as a distribution company, this is what we do, and you need to note that we provide a community with highly innovative hardware products and software solutions in different product categories like educational tech, health tech, as well as what? Blockchain tech. But you know, in this class, we actually concerned about the blockchain tech. Now, note this, that Safia does not offer what? Any financial services, because we are not a registered financial company. Are we together? We are a marketing company, and we don't do what? Crypto trading, arbitrage, or coin selling or buying. So in case you're telling somebody, come and buy coin, we are not selling coin. Are we together? So you need to know what we do, what we invest in, so that you're able to do your presentation very well to whoever you are talking to. Are we together? Please know what we do, because we've had people come here that we don't even know how to do presentation, we don't know what to tell the people. So note first thing that we are not into coin trading or arbitrage. Arbitrage, like I said, is an old language, but it's just really right now because of blockchain. There's nothing really big in the bad arbitrage. It's like buying goods from a Otta market in the bush area, come to Ikeja market and sell. That means you buy cheaper over there and you sell here. There are exchanges too, where you can see a coin to buy a little bit cheaper and another one that's maybe a more basic one selling higher than you sell there. It does the different meaning of arbitrage, so it's not a big deal. Now, in case you are asking where is our office located in Dubai, for people, I remember 2 years when we started this whole thing, a lot of people were like, let's go and visit the office. I have a brother in Dubai, let me call him and all of that. So you can simply just give them our address, is very well spelled out. Sheikh Mohammed Rashid, downtown Dubai, right there at the Burj Khalifa 147th floor. Alright, so if you have ever been to Dubai, you know, climb this building, please try and visit there, because it has the fastest elevator in the world, actually also the tallest building in the world. So you see our office right there, 147th. Of course, they call it the highest office in the world. They occupy that whole floor of 147. And you just imagine how much it costs Safia to actually get that. That's a big deal. Most of the time, companies start going down after 1 year or 2 years. Imagine after 2 years, you are moving from a smaller office to a bigger place. What does that say to you? So in case some of you who actually started with us 2 years ago and you went to, because you came into the business with the mentality of Ponzi, the mentality of the 3 months, and you are not surprised 2 years after, we are even just getting started. A lot of leaders just make nonsense decisions. And if you look at it, that's actually what has affected your life and your accomplishments so far. You know, very passive about some decisions. And at the end of the day, what do you now say is village people? Somebody came to my financial mentor to tell me the manual, and of course, because he's the consultant, he wanted to help her check the company because things are not be going well, they're not be making enough profit and all of that. And of course, so he told the woman, well, I will not be available. The only time I'll be available to check it will be like March. And this was like maybe this year. They are talking about March next year. You know, when people are really busy. It's when you want to book them, you really know that these people don't have that time. You know, so then the woman said something that actually caught his attention. The woman said that for the last 6 years, that this trouble that they are facing now, it has actually been for the last 6 years. And that was what caught his attention. So, okay, if you could say the last 6 years, that means you have good data in your company. So that makes it easier for us to even do the consulting work. Now, okay, don't worry, my boys will be available by January to do the analysis. So in the process of doing the analysis, we should say, well, we can even do that one free. In the process of doing the analysis, and they found out that this woman has been spending 6 months in US with the family every year. Imagine out of 12 months in a year, you spend 6 months in the US every year for the next what? For the past 6 years. And it was actually from that past 6 years that the company started nosediving. Are you getting it now? You see, if you don't understand that, if you didn't do those analyses, you start praying and say, my people are there after me, the village people are after my life. You know, what you don't understand is that there's a level the company gets to before the owner can be engaging in those kind of trips. Because you see, these people, human being, everybody is selfish. And I call it destiny selfish. They will never do it the way you want them to do it. When you are around, everybody will be busy. When you're out of that place, to your tent to Israel. Say, I'm not thinking myself. You know, we have no languages that we use. And we have brought that language even into our politics. Huh? Say, I bet it's your turn, we'll take your own national cake, you see now. I always tell you, mind the language you speak. You see, these are the reason why I'm always against certain language. Even though it's trendy, don't join them. You know, some of those languages is what? I don't have mine. You know, I stop you not to use it. The guy don't blow, don't use it. There are languages of what? Thieves, Yahoo boys, and lazy people. Because real people that actually build businesses understand that business work is built in the process of time. So nobody just wake up and go really hammer. But you see, it looks, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I mean, the guy's not doing well. Even at that, forget the language. Because it's not helping your mind. It's not helping your business sense. You may think it's just ordinary world. Nobody's ordinary. Let me tell you something. Poverty begins from speaking. Do you know that? Some of us that grew up in average homes or poor homes, how did you know you were poor? Your mother told you. You see, as a child growing up, you never knew you were poor. You never knew your family was poor. How did your mother and your dad started telling you when they want to buy ordinary barrel? She say, I don't have. Can't you see we don't have money in this house? You see, the child is learning the language now. Find a way to always explain to the child. Oh, the barrel, okay, we'll get it for you tomorrow. Tell the teacher that I'm not available now, tomorrow we'll get it for you. The child will say exactly the same thing to the teacher. If you say tell the teacher we don't have, she will say exactly the same thing. So actually poverty begins from confection. In fact, everything that has to do with transformational, anything transformational actually begins what? With confession. You become born again, they make you to confess the Lord Jesus Christ. You see, you have not repented. You just got convinced right there in the service, but they say, come out and say it because everything, new life becomes from what you are saying. Now, when you jump courtesy, see the same thing. They call it initiation. What are they initiating you? Are they initiating you sleeping? No, they make you to say it. If you think it's a cheap word, I'm bringing you to this dimension so that you now understand that the words of your mouth are so powerful. Don't speak them carelessly, just because everybody is saying it. Are we together? I got my mind so well that even things that could make me live in bitterness, I scroll past even on social media. I just scroll past. I don't want to join the trend. I just want to guard my heart because I don't have two of them. It's just this one. So that I can really be as successful as I want to be. Oh, when did you get there? All right. Now, as a company, we already have so many products that we are marketing. You remember, we are a distribution company. All right? So we started with Zenith. This is the one that almost everybody knew about 2 years ago. And we've done well with it. Of course, everything is still on now. We have Avino, which is an aviation company. I told you before, this company took me on a free ride, private jet ride 2 years ago. We have Regardless, we have Tupan. Tupan is out of the market right now. You see that? When we asked people to buy, there was somebody amongst us that bought a 100 euro Tupan. She wanted to buy Desert Pearl. So I just told her, well, Desert Pearl just came out, why don't you buy Tupan first? And then you'll be seeing the meeting in the back office to be able to show your prospect. On that basis, I gave that simple advice. Not knowing that Tupan was coming to a halt where they will stop the selling of the horse because they want to reduce the initial total sales from 10 billion to 4 billion. and that's going to bring a lot of scarcity into the system. And of course, you know what that means. It means a what? Upward trend in the price of Tupac. Now she's happy and told me, thank that you helped me to buy Tupac the other time. I said, well, I didn't even see that coming, but I just felt that was the best way, so that when you explain, you have something to show to your prospects. So most of the time when we give you advice, we just give it to you from our heart. Please take them. All right? Another poor man cannot help another one. A poor man cannot help another one. That's why I want all of us to be wealthy. We can all be wealthy. Okay? There's nothing wrong with having this meeting. We may not be very many, but the kind of machine will pack us and people will be asking, who are the people having meeting there? There's nothing wrong about that. All right? So let's really take some of these things serious. Now we have CIDO. This is a real estate company based in Austria. T-Drone is a drone, the drone market. We have a patent to produce our own, manufacture our own drones. And this actually is a transportation of moving equipment across countries and cities. Of course, we have VU, is, of course, handle the ticketing side of Avenue. All right, so you want to charter private jet, you can use that token. And I think very soon, the nearest future, they're going to make it something you can use to buy tickets, normal commercial tickets. All right, they are the first. So most of the time, the things we are doing, we are actually pioneering there. That's why it looks slow at the beginning. You know, it's just like the Uber app. You see where it is now. They don't own one car, we're told. But we are aware every transaction that happens from that app, I think they get about 20 or 25% of it. So while your driver is working right there in your village, the owner of that app is getting 20% without leaving his office. Can you see when they say, I just ruled the world? So this is a serious matter. That's why I said the things that are changing our world at the moment are not visible to the optical eyes, but we can't deny the effect of the changes. Are we together? BNB, the real estate company, is the biggest real estate, about the biggest real estate right now in the world, and yet, you know they don't own one. All they own is just an app. And whatever happens within that app, they get paid first, even before you that build the house. You see how things work. So understand where we are. So how do we become part of these projects? So it's actually what? The True Worker Portfolio minting. This is the pattern. We do that. So because of time, we'll be in I need to close I'm not saying any time. We'll still have enough time. Now, third time we're going to be using quickly breaking them down. Number one, remember we just talked about the drone market. The drone market is expected. You know, this is one of the ways a businessman should live his life. You know, while we believe in the supernatural, oh, God will do and no problem, good prayers. Also learn how to study the market direction so that you are not going to be harvesting or fishing in a shallow part of the waterways when you should look for where the fish gather and throw your net in there. Now, we understand that this market is a 45.8 billion market between 2019 to by next year, by 2 years from now. That's the market. So you now know where to now put your investment. So you know it's something that you don't want to joke with. You don't want to joke with this one. So imagine when you begin to see drones, very soon now, you're going to be seeing drones landing on your street. The best we are seeing so far is one covering church services and covering Owambes and all the parties. But very soon you're going to be seeing short drones, like half of a private jet, land in your street vertically and take off vertically because it doesn't need the runway. Are we together? So that is the area we are going. Is it that time you will not be running? How do we now invest? What about if you don't know any company? So you just be watching and people making billions. Remember, Bill Gates once told us the easiest way to make billions in any industry is to know where the market is going and get there first. There's always what? An advantage. Are we together? Remember, I've also said when it becomes too obvious, you no longer have what? The edge. You no longer have the edge. So don't always start running when people are cashing out. Because most of the time, that's what we do. When people are sowing, we are sleeping. When it's time for harvest, then we are not running. No, they are coming a little bit late. You may get something that's going to be like it comes. Now we talk about Tupac, that's the landscape and all that, Amazon, the carbon credit. And of course, you can't buy Tupac again now. That time is over. Although we preach it for the last 2 years. Exactly this month, I think making exactly 1 year to got into the market, that we started minting it. Remember I told us how I invested 24,000 euro. That's about 24 million now in Tupac. And when I checked last night, I've already minted 617,000 worth of Tupac token. Also remember I said, well, what I want to mint is how many what? 1 million token. Because with 1 million token, I don't have to worry myself. At the moment, Tupac is less than a cent. So it doesn't look at it. You see the way we invest now. When it doesn't look like it, we invest. When you will be mocking it, when you're like, oh, it's too small. Oh, when will it become 10 cents? That's when we put our money down. So when it becomes $1, that's $1 million. How much did I invest? 24 million. Imagine the difference. Like I said, even if what? At 50 cents, that's a whole lot of more money. 50 cents by 1 million token. That's how much? 100K what? Dollars. That's a whole lot of money. That's about 500 million. Listen to me. Even if this take the next 2 years, 2025 to happen, don't you think it's a huge money? With $500,000, you can live anywhere in the world. I mean, the rich spots, not just wherever you want to live. So, and that's just one project. Now, that is not the end of the meeting. Remember that I didn't invest in coins. I invested in the machine, in the system, the hub that produce what? The tokens. So that means for the next 10 years, I'm still minting, even after I've taken maybe 1 million out. So maybe in the next 6 months, that 1 million will complete because already over 600,000 of it. Are we getting it now? So please sow your seed while they are sleeping. Do that. I think that was the post we made for this meeting by Grant Cardone. You work while they sleep. You invest while they're partying. By the time they realize you are there and the money for the party is finished. You know, the problem with the black man, he wants to start enjoying before he starts working. He wants a little bit, say, I beg. You know, I've told you those languages, just check them. I'm not thinking myself. Some of them, the language you will never hear from wealthy people's mouth. Telling the truth. Not by mistake. They don't have those vocabularies. And check the people that always use them. And also check their financial stream. Where are they? So you begin to do that. So please, a man walked up to Mike Mondo many years ago and he said he wants to be a multi-millionaire. And Dr. Mike Mondo simply asked him, mention one millionaire in the city. The guy said doesn't know the millionaire. He mentioned another one, he said doesn't know the one. I said then you are not interested in becoming a millionaire. How do you become a millionaire when you don't even like those who are millionaires in your city? Because most of the time, the poor people are so angry with the ones that are doing well that they are blinded. You have forgotten that your wealth is in their wealth. If they don't spend their money, money will not be in circulation. If money is not in circulation, how does it get to you? That's how money works. The federal government is not going to print naira just because of you now. No. It's the one the wealthy person is spending that you are tapping into. Are we together? So understand how this thing works. So like I told you, real estate, this is already construction. There's a smaller real estate compared to the one we have in Dubai. Regardless, first tokenized moving company. See, we have the first tokenized real estate. We have the first tokenized moving company and others, and of course, VOO. The gateway to air mobility for all, the market potential due to the focus industries such as business aviation, commercial airline, taxi, drones, all of them, is $1 trillion market. Wow. $1 trillion market. You have no idea what that means. So that is the airline. You can see why the airline environment is a bubbling environment. You see, when I took the private jet of this company, 2021 in Dubai, sincerely, the difference between where we bought commercial plane and where they bought private jets, the difference is 7 up. It's so huge. You could literally see money with your eyes. Everything there is so expensive. That was the first place I saw a toilet seat having lightings on it. that when you want to ease yourself, you can actually warm it. You can heat it up and sit on it. Take your time. Oh God. If you see money, you humble. You don't, they don't need to tell you. You get to the place, everybody's talking small, nobody's shouting. It's like you literally put your ear to hear what the person is saying. Everything is class. I mean, it's class. You literally see something with eye like this. Expensive. Alright, so they took us there. In the 15 minutes, we're just on top of all the skyscrapers in Dubai, just watching everything. So please understand that we are project-driven company. So we don't compare with all those when you're running around in your street and be saying, that thing I want, this is not This is real business, and it will take time to mature, understand that. Different day. Even when we're growing up, there are some our older women and men who will not eat this Greek chicken. You know it's austerity that's making them to eat it now. Yes. They don't eat it, they say it's not strong. No. It's the native one. It's not sweet. Is it not the sweet? The native one is sweeter. And you can see that why? Because it grew organically with time. Yes. But this other one, 3 weeks, we don't pop up. My daughter was in the other day, they were talking on the phone video call. He said, Daddy, look at me. I'm going to put everything, the only thing that will come out is bone. Little girl of 6 years, no, everything. He said, look at that. I told you. I brought it down. So, and I know exactly what happened then. So she, right now, that's why when they grew up, they can't eat anything strong. Everything soft. So, all that's not what we do. It don't compare us with companies that don't have foundation. They don't have projects. So they can arrange rewards, faster reward for you. Put $100, you get to $2 every day. Yes, because you know what they are doing now. It's robbing Peter to pay Paul. And it gets to a level, you get hooked. Then they tell you that somebody hacked us, so that you will not put it on them. You know that's what they have done the last 3 years now. Before they would say we are doing maintenance. Now is that somebody hacked into our system. Yes. They use it to cover up. So you will not be the one even beating them. You better understand the language of scammers. If not, you just keep falling. You just keep falling and nothing. Alright, so Zenith is where everything runs around. That's why those of you have Zenith coin, be very happy. You won't know the meaning of it now. When we started 2 years ago, Zenith Master Law was meeting. When we started even late. It was already meeting about 40 of it. They started at 100% meeting capacity. 100% meeting capacity. Now today, for somebody that is buying Zenith of 1,500, I don't think it's meeting more than 2 coins a day. You see that because halving has taken place twice, 2022 and 2023. So the scarcity has begun, so it simply means that it's up, that's the next phase that's going to be happening. Are we together, especially if the decentralized stuff is released? Alright, we have to jump some. Now, this is what we're talking about. Now, this is the things that you need to mind. What? Artificial intelligence and blockchain tokenization. Please mind this, and I've told us in this place too, that for your children that are going to school now, please don't encourage them for the way the law is even going in our nation now. We'll come to a level where we rather trust machines than the judges. I hope you know that. Yes. So very soon they will phase out. Nobody will trust them. We'll rather make the machine a judge and choose a machine to be your lawyer and stand for you. Are we together? That's the next one we're moving to. The drone pilot expert does not need 4 years school. All he needs just 6 months to become a drone pilot expert. And he doesn't need to leave the room. He resumes work in the morning and stay in one room and travel around the world. And return, he didn't need to tell you, oh, my wife, you do not know today I was in Africa, I was in America. And he was in one room because right there, he could press all the buttons and the drone landed right close to you in your street and returned. And they don't need more than 6 months to get that certification. That's the area we're moving into. If care is not taken, you will toast a drone. Artificial intelligence. They call it Android girl on the road without knowing. I hope you know. No longer before that it's shaking like this. You don't know, say na cartoon. This one will talk to you like normal human beings and respond to you well. You will collect phone number. Of course, the blood thing I've been talking about. Mind these three things, oh. It be like during the agrarian market era, when they were talking about industrial era. It looks like a begging, we must go to farm, we must chop, no problem. One man can with tractors can actually farm a farm that your whole village people will farm. And it's one man that owns the farm. I hope you know that. That rascal. Check your friend. Okay, let me play Android here for you.
You see that video? This video when they also in the system.
So,
like toy, not human being.
What's your sister?
They call it Android girl. Android girl is finally out. Now AI girl in the system. Artificial intelligence toy. Like anything when person they do, like human being they do. This toy they do. The toy they bath. The toy they Google. The toy walks on the street. If they go shop, just make it. The company just launched and last week. And they are producing the blacks, so they are launching the blacks of it soon. You see? Say very soon, no go know the one will be normal human being again. No go know the one will be tall.
Now when they go nightclub now,
technology don't reach that level. And you will be brother. Very soon. You no go know the human being again to collect number. You fit even see this one collect number for road. Now where technology don't carry us reach like this. Like we don't reach here now. There will be plenty worldwide very soon. Because a lot of people will buy it, even hotels, to save cost. When you have it, you don't need to employ human being again for your hotel. Just they do.
And you know they will not get tired. So what 24 hours?
Just the what? Share this video so that others will use technology. Share this. Nah, toy. Technology don't finish us. Oyibo don't finally finish us. The only thing when they don't fit do now is to take life, put for something. Like something we don't die, put life inside. That is the only thing now that Oyibo cannot do. But very soon, who knows whether they can do it though. Now that one God use past them now.
You that is going to school now and be writing application letter, you've lost all your job. So when we say learn network marketing, I say I can't be disturbing people. Be doing tuition in poverty. Be doing tuition in poverty. I hated network marketing more than you. You heard the requirement for those of you that came in when we were playing the video. He said, do what you love. He said, no, it's not true because he himself never loved recruiting. It's just the truth. I never loved it. I've been a very gentle person. I just want to be by myself and make my money. So disturbing people, especially, you know what's most humiliating network marketing is when you are talking to somebody, you are richer than. And he's telling you he's busy. I said, now that you are busy and you're below them, you are busy in poverty and you are making a gap about that. I'm busy. How? How are you busy? Are you with me? You are not deceiving yourself. Which busy are you busy? If you are busy, no problem. I respect that. But let me see the product of your business. Then I say fine. If I'm met with Obi Kuba and say it's busy, I will understand that. Yes. Not you. After you say you are busy, and then the cross cannot get transportation. How? You get what I'm saying now? So that means you are living in, you know, it's just self-deception. So please let's brace up because this thing will catch up with us now. It already happened. Yeah? I'm not very good on the island, but for some days now, I'm going there with Google Maps. And it was really almost, let's say 90% correct. That is something that would have been stopping at different spots to ask human beings. Hello? And so we don't work out and see you within the fight. You go on this side, and you're already there, we say, no, go this side. And all of those things are over now. So the artificial intelligence is already even at work for us. It just only the human part of it is what we are talking now. Like the lady said there, the only thing left for the white man to do with this thing is the breath. Yes. If they are going to capture that and put it there, you don't finish it. Preaching help will now become useless. You see the risk now. Preaching help will be sweating from your head to toe. You are wasting your time because somebody is manufacturing human being. So please understand actually the bottom line of this. That if you don't wake up to this, it's a serious matter. So all the blockchain and tokenization is the process of converting an asset, ownership right of an asset to what? A digital share. That's just the meaning of tokenization. For those of you who ask what is tokenization, it's just a simple word definition right there. Now look at this real estate and natural resources will reach what? 16.1 trillion by 2030, 7 years from now. And the tokenization market is expected to be equivalent to 10% of global GDP. Imagine that. The tokenization alone, telling 10% of the global GDP. So if you are not part of that market, how dare you now be praying for prosperity? You are just wasting God's time and wasting everybody's time in the church. You want to be like, there was an experience that happened before in Winners Chapel, live in Winners Chapel, Kenaland, of a wealthy guy, I don't know, probably was praying for something else that was disturbing his life. And there was this young man that was praying for, I can't remember how much he was praying for, whether it's 30,000 and was shouting at the top of his voice.
Yes, in the church.
Disturbing this great guy. You can't feel like, oh, calm down, young man, what is the problem? How much you need to wait for me? Sit down there, I'm coming. Let me pray, because you are... young man prayer answer right there. Because my own flow, you are disturbing with your 30,000 naira problem. Keep it first. Oh my goodness. So, get to understand the movement of money. So that even when prayer is needed, you will not know where to pray alone. Don't just pray misfire now. Are we together? Don't just misfire. This is very, very important. You see these people, they do this thing, they do this thing, they know where to put the money. They will not follow. You see where we miss it now. A black man will not build club, but he's the biggest customer in the club at the VIP land. I mean, around the world. Just finance, especially our own country. They make the biggest noise in the club, and they don't owe one. And they're the biggest customer. I even heard some people are owing up to 100 million naira in club because they are such a customer that the owners allow them. Imagine somebody owing 100 million naira for drinks and to show off. This way. So please, let us not fall victim of all of those things. How do we participate? Now, one of the beautiful things that we have some, all these products we mentioned now. If you were to buy them one after the other, you're probably going to lose a whole lot of money. But you can actually buy it as a combo, all right? Because we have promotional packages where you have all of them that are there now, apart from the two panels to remove. Before we close, I'll go back to my back office and show you again. Now, the desert pen wasn't there before, now it's there. Kibo now, the basketball, that's a new tokenized project. We just have the basketball club from Croatia that was founded in 1946. It has been tokenized, it's also there. Aren't you happy that with the business you are doing, we can mention projects, live projects, verifiable projects, not just token in the cloud, all right? So now everybody say, and it's also there, you can take advantage. Okay, they want to build a sport village, probably that's the reason they needed to tokenize. Because one of the definitions of tokenization is financing projects. Don't forget that. All right, now, who do you know who will be interested to get paid from the profit of Safia Group? Do you know anybody? Yes. Hello? You know somebody who will get paid from our, Safia, we have a special token called what? SGI token. Now this SGI token, you cannot meet it, you can only get it through what? Rank achievement. So for those of you who are not doing network marketing, you have no idea what you are missing. Rank achievement, and maybe when you purchase the package, they just give you some satoshis of it. Some satoshis of it, but the best way to actually achieve it is this. For those that achieved it from May to September, they got it at 500 euro per one SGI token. All right, for those guys. Now, one SGI token is going at $1,000 in the market. Now, he actually got to $9,000. $9,500. $9,500. The reason he came there because last night the company Safia opened up the withdrawal button. So those who have accumulated started what? Withdrawing. So it's something that he even got to $300 early money, but it's back again. We missed out. We missed out. A lot of people would have cashed in and bought in the market when it goes on
I
the
bought
sale.
this money in 800 or something.
Okay, you bought late. You would have bought anyway. Still fine. So powerful idea. Whoever gave us a that is a beautiful one. Now, but is from the back office now. From this month, it's going to be $1,000 to one SGI token. It's already there in your back office. Okay. Now, then remember it will keep going up because a lot of people, in fact, those who qualify for it, I told them don't sell because in the next 7 days, they will pay dividends on those who have the SGI token in their back office. So if you sell now, you miss out of it. Alright, so those ones down there. So let's go. You see, we just talked about the artificial intelligence and all that. See where we're still going. Digitalization of the world. The ones who are not dealing what? Digitalization, blockchain technology, and tokenization. You better mark these things. Whatever you are studying, and let it be in direction of, this direction. If not, you just close out. Because we're not going to be trusting a whole lot of things. Imagine you have artificial intelligence doctors that will just treat your wife nicely. You know something for the Apple did not, was it 2 or 3 months ago? Because a maid doctor attended to one beginner's wife, pregnant woman, to deliver a baby. The house man saying no marry again. It's another man saying wife secret. So I think artificial intelligence will help in those kind of mindset. So, do not miss the biggest wealth transformation in human history. Always mind this thing. When you are saying, God, I need money, let money begin to move to me, always understand that money does not dissipate into thin air. Wealth transformation simply means money has moved or is moving from one particular industry to another industry. So your own is to intelligently position yourself where the money is being moved to now, so that you can be part of that wealth transformation. Are we together? Very, very important. So understand how this thing works. And no matter the crisis, like the Chinese person will always say, or the Chinese adage, in crisis is opportunity. So when you mention the word crisis to a Chinese person, it simply means opportunity is there. That is why you find Chinese people all over the world, and they're always there doing business because they understand that. But for a person like you who's scared of online businesses, this is a portrait of someone who woke up in the morning and found out all the boss were dead. This is not online. So why do you have this picture? Just to let you know, risk is everywhere. Are we together? Yeah. So risk is everywhere. So don't be afraid of risk. All you just need to do is to do your findings, do your research, do your fundamentals, then make your investment. But to now say that, because it's online, I don't understand this online thing, you are wasting your time because life has gone digital and there's no reverse. Are we together? Yeah. Like Bill Gates once said, very shortly, that 2 types of business people we're going to have: those who do business online and those who are not in business. So he was indirectly saying that if your business is not digital or you have not brought your business to online, then you are probably out of the market. And you know that is very, very true. Alright, so this is the area we're going. Now can we read this together? Want to go? So every business, there is an element of risk. Take your own risk today. My simple submission for you. Don't run away from risk, take it. Now we have our debit cards. Now, wow, one of our products is also available. Please can we clap for Zenith? One beautiful thing that Zenith has been doing is that they now have annual convention where they bring technical guys, hackers, and programmers together to compete for a project. And every time they do that, one project must come out. When they did that last year, our smart chain came out June in Mexico last year. This year they did it in Brazil, and this debit card we'll be talking ever since is now ready. Imagine it's ready for everybody, for the whole of the world. It's global, it's a global card. You know, the first time they were trying to do it, we didn't even have it. They were saying only for Europe. Now it's global. And they also specified the countries that is not available here. Some of those funny countries, Iran, some of those places. There are not more than 7 of them. But whether it's US or Canada or Africa, every one of us, we are covered here. Now you see, globally accepted for payment, affordable fees, higher transaction limits, advanced scrutiny with Dubai interface, cheap global ATM cash withdrawal. There are two sides of it. We have the one that you pay your card insurance of €199 and maximum load of $50,000. That is the ordinary one. And if you know your politicians around, please tell them they need to be bank, they need to own this card. And you know, for them to own this card, they have to open Sapphire account office account with you. Now for the Prestige, that one can take up to $1 million. You know, especially when our dollar cards are not working very well. Because you really know our banks is almost next to useless when you travel. That's very so annoying. So no, you won't be able to use their card. You just look as if your currency is nothing to the world. They don't even value it, and they don't value your card. So imagine having this card and you're able to transact around the world. So very important. Let's get it. Now look at Dubai 1990. It was the picture of Dubai 1990. Even Kano was even far better in terms of the desert. Our desert is healthier than this. By 2021, see the same city, what it has turned to. This also shows to us that vision is actually stronger than currency. The man with a vision will always have the money that belongs to the one with money without vision. So when the two of them meet, one will live with money, and the other one will live with hope. But this is when it works. And this stuff, 1990, imagine how old were you in 1990? Some of you already have girlfriend or boyfriend when this Dubai started. They really started work. Now the vision was cast, I think in the 70s, they started working, but the real development started at this time. And the kind of development every day is amazing. It's amazing. So, now, part of the iconic project they built over the years, in the last 25 years, this is one of them called Palm Jumeirah. This is the biggest man-made island in the world. Remember Dubai desert, so when you are seeing it, you think, oh, they have river. Yes, they have sea, their sea is far. But from that sea, they brought water into the city. When we cannot even do borehole here, we can't even do pipe-borne water. Imagine going to our barbees to go and bring water. Say you are taking the water to Kano, for example. You say, look at it. It's a picture of palm tree. That's what they call it, Palm Jumeirah. You know, picture of palm tree with the branches. And when you are in the air, then you see this picture, this area view picture. Very beautiful place and expensive. This place, very expensive place. So this is one of the iconic projects, and of course, everybody knows this. Even if you have never been to Dubai, once you see this picture, no, that is Dubai. It has become an icon. Arguably, the only 7-star hotel in the world also built around water surrounding it. They also created it. So what they do is they just imagine something and they create it. I told you before, this is the only place I've seen where they have a museum for the future. We are struggling to even have a museum for us to even have history. In fact, our government have removed history from school, from our curriculum, so that our children will not know all the dissection they have done. Now, a country does not just have the museum of the past; they have museum of the future. When you are in Dubai, don't look for the symbol. It's an eye symbol on the road. You walk in there and you pay to enter. And of course, you now see what the plans are in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 100 years. And they've appointed people, small boys, to handle all those things. Some of those boys will not even see the future of the 400 years they've already came, no? They've already carved for themselves. So please, such a nation, not joking. When they say they want to do something, better believe them. They are not jokers at all. Alright, of course, everybody that has been to Dubai, you must visit Dubai more. It's like from here to Alausa, a very big place and all that. Now, of course, the Burj Khalifa, beautiful place. Fastest elevator in the world. You know, it's like the speed of a plane when you are climbing this. You know. Now, the next iconic project is what? The desert fair. This is what I want to build now. This is what I'm telling you to buy into now. Because you missed the Palm Jumeirah, you missed the Burj Khalifa, you missed the Dubai Mall and all of that. But I'm going to build a special village. It's like all of those things we mentioned in one particular spot. The museum, all of them, you're going to have them there. Safia happens to be what? The marketing that has the exclusive brand to market that project. Alright, another good thing about this project that is coming is that the token, if you want to buy into of any of the apartment, you only pay, it's going to be 50-50. That means 50% cash, 50% token. If there's that person's token, imagine that. You get that now? We will invest into the house and meet the token. But when you want to buy the physical project, They will tell you, okay, pay 50% cash and go and look for desert bed token to buy. Imagine what happens to the token in the market just by looking for it. It's going to be an what? So to that extent, when you register somebody that is maybe buying a package of $10,000, for example, you are not going to get 100% that we're getting is Zenith. Probably maybe that is the reason that I even delay Zenith of such. See, they collect a whole lot of things as we progress. So it's going to be 5% you are going to get as reward, and even in the volume, instead of 10,000, you get 5,000 sales volume. Are you seeing that? So, because we need to create the market and create scarcity at the same time. Now, Dubai is the ultimate country to do this. Why? It is the fastest growing and most vibrant city in the world, with undisputed landmarks that dominate the world. And it's already what? A world leader in what? In digitalization. Almost every who is who in the blockchain industry is now in Dubai. Somebody said there are also scammers, and so of course it's always like that. Wherever there's money, you must have scammers. And you must have prostitutes. Have you noticed that? When I got to Lagos, the best place to look for prostitute was Ale, Okwebi, Peka environment. Now the people that are left there are like the broke prostitute. The real prostitute now have moved to where? Island. I said, George, wherever there's money, you find good people, you find bad things, they work together. I just understand that. Now when we launched the desert pair, all these personalities were there, in case somebody's still doubting. Alright? The Hasham and Maktoum, the Sheikh Maktoum was there, the cousin to the Prince of Dubai was there, live. It's in your back office. Go to your back office and click on gallery, you will see all those pictures. They will show their faces if they were not serious. So this desert pair is a government-driven project. Dr. Majid Masri, CEO Dubai Land Department, that's like a Minister of Works. Sheikh Matua, Dubai Department of Economics, the Minister of Finance, our own version of it. And all of these people were there, so please don't joke with it. This is in alignment with the Dubai Land Department, DDS, that's the Dubai Desert Exchange Global Azul Design. This Azul Design, the Zosh design, we heard that there are about top 5 designs in the world. They've actually designed for Malaysia, New York, and all of that. Some of those top buildings, you'll be wondering, is this somebody that built this? Some of them, they just think about it and they put up a straight design and catching on one. Now look at the things that you're going to find there in this village. 300 room 6-star luxury hotel, 500 room 5-star family hotel, 300 self-contained luxury apartment, all of those things. Just imagine all the things that are going to have there. So we are talking about physical projects that is blockchain driven, tokenized. So I beg you, in case you've not invested or it is Zenith before, I beg, don't leave that one. Let's repackage you for the future. So please. So there are some of the things you need to see what it's going to look like at the end of the day. You can always see the picture in your back office. We don't have time to go through all of them now. For you to take advantage, imagine the full master load of this is 15,290 euro, about 16 million. The full master load of Zenith was 1,500. You still remember? So imagine this one. They are not even begging you. There is a package that is 1.1 million euros on this one. 1.1 million euros. So in case you are unable to buy this one, you can buy the smaller ones. And in case you already have Zenith full master load, you can buy the add-on of this at 14,990 instead of 15,290. Are we together? For those of you who have the full master load of Zenith. Because everything still revolves around Zenith. See, this is one of the reasons you know that Zenith will definitely do well. They can have all these projects on their own smart chain that they will not be sleeping. It's just a matter of time. So this is the desert bed picture from the outside. Maybe after this done, you're going to be seeing this one around thing. By the time you get there, you're going to be seeing massive things from far. So it's the next project in Dubai. Okay. So that is for that. Now let's quickly run to the network marketing for those of you who are interested in network marketing. Remember I told you you cannot earn the SGI token without network marketing. So that is the exclusive reserve for those of us who believe in the company and making the company popular. Now we are probably the most ingenious distribution system in the world. In fact, people are copying us now. There's a company that just launched in Dubai is copying this same style of production company. They're having another company to market it. In fact, they sent for me. I have to turn it down. That we are the first. All right. Please, can we read this together? The secret of financial greatness is finding an opportunity to serve many, of service to many leads to greatness. I got this one from the master teacher, Jesus Christ himself. When they asked him, Master, what is the secret to greatness? He simply gave them this answer. That the secret to greatness is finding an opportunity to serve. So you look for an opportunity. When you find one, then be ready to serve so many people. For service to many, what? Leads to greatness. I just want to register. I don't want to disturb anybody, no problem. But see, some of us will keep making more money. And if care is not taken, you are running out of patience, you'll be complaining. The reason we do network marketing, it helps us to empower people. Because this message actually changed my mentality concerning network marketing. So I don't do it as if I'm the one that even need it most. I do it as if you are the one that really need this thing. And it's the truth at the end of the day. I benefit from it also because the pipes that bear water never what? Lack water. It's very simple. But don't do it like somebody do it like a struggler. No, they are the one that need help, so you bring it to them. It's just the truth. So that's going to work. So that's what Jesus Christ taught me. So if you say I'm wrong, then you indirectly say Christ is also wrong. He says service to many, what? Leads to greatness. That's what we do. Alright, so please be ready to serve so many people. There is no company that you know that is not to service to many. I always tell people that check out all the tech companies in the world. They are also the biggest real estate companies in the world. Have you noticed that? They don't say Apple. This one, go find out the offices they occupy. The skyscraper they will own, you cannot even rent a shop, an office there. All of them. What about McDonald's that is selling burgers? The one that they asked him that, oh, you're into the burger company business. He said, no, they are actually into real estate business. Imagine that. Because almost all the buildings they occupy around the world, they own them. By the time you put them together, it's even far bigger than the money they're making for the burger. So understand how the world works. Now, Safia has 8 different ways of paying, of rewarding the people. We have about 4 active and 4 inactive. This one, for example, performance. You see, unit level, once you start person, you get paid 10%, 5% as each way. Then performance benefit, that one is you have to really perform together. Alright, so that's what it says. This active. Although now you see good means it's really active. Okay, that benefit, profit shares. You want to be getting profit every month. And when there's paying salary, you must have done 1% of your sales volume needed for the next round. Then you see, these are the only things they made compulsory in the bank. But ever that you get it for free. Which other one? Anti-drone. Yeah, that is the one that pay for the monthly. They also pay the Diamond Infinity benefit. For some of us who are diamond, you get your Diamond Infinity benefit. I was able to meet up with my own this month of September. The difference is really clear. And I found how much I would have been losing. So when somebody signs up, uni level will give me maybe like €3. But because I now have access to the Infinity benefits, I'll get 6% of that. Imagine when I'm supposed to get €3, I will now see €10 or €8 and say, wow, see money I've been really missing. So these are the things that make active, and the other ones are inactive. Once you are there, you get paid on those things. Alright, so let me read this one so you can understand it better. Yeah, for those of you that as we are talking right now, there is a training going up in Dubai for Sapphire, double Sapphire and black Sapphire rank leaders. Alright, we call it the gold diamond. So they want to train you on how to move faster and become a diamond. For everybody who can qualify for this rank, since May, enjoys this. Alright, enjoys this. Now, normally, when you do this within 40 days, then, or when you become a sapphire, you earn this amount, €3,075. But if you're able to do this from the day you get started, and achieve it in 40 days, then you double the amount. now that even SGI token is going up in value, you will become times 3 or times 4. So we need to do that. And the next time we will really work on your matter. So I'm in talk with Madam Chika. So we're going to do something special on that. Okay, we are rounding off. How do I get started? You can actually start with a 0 account. Okay, 12. So you just have 10 minutes, then close for today. You can start with the zero in case you don't have money. At least get started. Now, another beautiful thing about Sapphire is that when you register someone, they also pay you. So that's what they do. They can only pay you in the first level. That's level 1. Then the starter account, register to people directly, and it opens up the second level for you. Then if you have a sales of 1,500 in your team, you get your first payment till 15 euros. Alright, then the pro qualifier, this is where we start decorating the people. You must have registered 4 people directly. Then third level dip is open up to you. 5,000 euros sales in your entire team, then you get 75 euros. Then you become a star 1. So the time of profit sharing in the month, you get whatever is paid by 1 star. Okay, now Ruby means 7 people directly, 4 levels deep, then 10,000 euros sales volume, then you get 300 euros. Then double, 12. Now, the first thing I would like people to do, 5, you must get 7 people directly registered. Then the next number you must achieve is 12 people directly registered, even if it's 100 euros. So because that will take you to from double to sapphire to double sapphire to black sapphire. So before you start thinking of registering the 13th person directly, you've already felt the first set to your mind there. So that is a whole lot of money to make. So imagine when you become a sapphire now, 100,000 sales volume has been done in your team. A lot of people did this one in 1 month, in 2021. Then you get 3,000 euros. Now that they're paying with SGI token, those who qualify for this between May and September, they calculated their SGI token by $500 at the back office. So that means they got what? 5 SGI token. They got 5 SGI token. That is equivalent to what? 3,000 euro. Divided by 500. You get what? 5. Are you seeing it now? Now imagine when SGI token hit $9,000, that would have been $45,000. But of course, wasn't open then. Now, but at the moment, it's going for $1,000. So imagine you still have 5. When you're supposed to get 3,000, you're not getting 5,000. So everything's still in your favor. And it was even because of this night, think about 12 a.m., they open it up, the withdrawal button. People were withdrawing, cashing out. So it's going to go up because you cannot meet this SGI token, you can only acquire it through your rank achievement. So that means it's something very, very special. Now you want to become a diamond. You register 30 people directly. We already have about 5 diamonds in Africa. 5 diamond rank leaders in Africa. Heavy money. 1 million sales volume, then get 40,000 euros. When I qualified for this, you remember that it was 28 million naira when we were jubilating. Now, with naira depreciation, it's about 40 million now. So imagine how much you are going to make if you become a diamond. So wake up, most of the time, you are the one that delay your prosperity. Put in the work and get this money. And this money is gettable. Now, double diamond, I'm the only and the current double diamond in Africa. I've already done 2 million sales performance volume. And I've gotten when I got this 80,000 euros, it was 56 million then. Now, with the SGI token, that's 80 million. Imagine when SGI token is 5,000, that would be, about 400 million. All right, so that's what it is. Now, this will supplicate us to do. Now, the next rank I'm working towards, of course, maybe 1 or 2 persons also become a double diamond. They are really working hard. I'm waiting for them, but before they come, let me move to this one too. So the triple diamond, this one I'm working towards. That means you open up, you get 15 people directly, 11 deep, do 3 million performance volume. Remember, not just your volume, it has to be performance volume. Then you get 150,000 euro. That is equivalent to 150 million right now. You get that now. So that is solid. So then white diamond, but my upline just did this double gold diamond. It did 50 million euro sales volume, and he collected 2.5 million euro instantly. That's 2.5 billion naira. If that one hits you now, I think you will be you'll be speaking in tongues very well. You'll be speaking picking the thoughts and be rubbing your tummy. It's not the one where that means you hold your knee and say, Kia, Kia. No, no, Kia, Kia. This one can't carry no more stay. English, skip at the Ishka. You could enter where you know. So 2.5 billion is not a joke. Alright? More money, ready to pay us more money. Start diamond, do 20 direct, 15 levels deep, because that's where they pay. They don't pay more than 50 levels deep. Except you're on infinity bonus, that's where you can earn beyond that. 100 million euro sales volume, you can get 5 million euro. That's the equivalent of 5 billion right now. Let's even go to display. Countdown. Conquer among 30 people that read 15, just do 1 billion sales volume. People will hit all of this system, just be watching. 40 million sales volume, 40 million reward, your incentive. The money is getting too much, I should leave it a bit. So the last one that I really expect, I know the person that will get to this day will celebrate the person around the world, is the Freedom Diamond, 50 people direct, 20 billion euro sales volume and collect 500 million euros. By that time, there's no way them, the richest of the richest in this country, you will not going to relate. No, you won't even get to this level. This one is even too much. 500 billion. How many of them you want 1,000? Okay, 500 naira. Okay. So this is serious. Now let's read this together by this wonderful man that's been. He has been on the news for years now since I knew him. Want to go?
If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die.
It's not a prophecy, it's just the reality of life. All this English you are speaking now, drop them. I say, set, organize yourself now. When I became 30 years, I told myself certain hard truth. That guy wake up, I wasn't playing before, but it was like, wake up, Christ was made at the age of 30. Joseph also started my 30. So now you are 30, you are still confused. Let me give you this analysis very close for me. Jack Ma taught me something. And I think I already became 30 before I even learned that from Jack Ma. He said before you become 20, make sure you finish your school, get your education, get all of those things. He said between 20 and 30, make sure you work in smaller companies. He said don't go to bigger companies. Because bigger companies, most of the time, they don't really need your input. They just employ you like a dundee. Be a secretary, they just be taking writing things down. They don't allow you to think because your contribution is not necessary. It's like you're working in a mobile company. What do you want to tell them? Company that was existing before you were born. So he prefer that you work for a smaller company because smaller company has a way of turning you around. Like this hotel now, they can put you as secretary. They can make you to supervise the kitchen. They can make you to be at the bar. So in the process of doing that, say you learn from all the departments. Before you know, you become a consultant for hospitality business. You see all of that. Now, he also said that make sure you test run many things between 20 to 30. Say it's a time for you to test run things. He said, fall down, get up. Fall down, get up. Don't be disappointed. But make sure you are learning every time you're standing up. Now, from 30 to 40, you know Jack Ma? Do you have me to know Jack Ma? The richest Chinese guy? Okay. Alibaba. Now, between 30 to 40, he said is definition moments when you define your vision. You write it down. It's not the time to play around. Alright, the time to play was 20 to 30. So from 30 to 40, you begin to see that. Even at that, you see a whole lot of ladies. They don't just want to do boyfriend, they want to be sure of the boyfriend they are doing because they know the time not to play again. So even in business, it's the same thing. Most of the time, we just put it on relationship. Because you are not going to be growing younger. No matter they say you are looking 16, you know in your body you are not 16. Don't you know? Don't deceive yourself. Now, say that it's time to write things down. Now, between 40 to 50 is the execution period. Another thing that happened to me when I became 40 was that it was like a cloud just landed on me that brought me into a focused life. I said, no wonder they say a fool afford is a fool forever. This age truly, if you miss it here, your whole is finished. You are a broke man forever. It will take extra grace of God to bail you out. And we have statistics of those who became wealthy from 50, 60. There are not many. You can count them like this. So don't go and be deceiving yourself. I can still make it. It's not that cheap. because your bones are not really there. There's some business you can't do now. I could walk on the street some years ago, I can't walk now again. Can you see? So that means your chances of making it, you are limiting it, your age is limiting them. Some of you could carry something on your head 10 years ago, can't do it now. Not because somebody's going to beat you, you are not just comfortable doing that. So can't you see your opportunity of making it is already limiting? So from 40 to 50 is execution period. Do something. And according to him, from 50 to 60, find a successor. Impact into the person what you have learned, what you have been doing since when you were 20. See where you work now. You start seeing owners of companies, even fathers of churches, begin to raise their children too. In case that's where the pendulum will swing to. Because it is the biggest concern of any man that is doing well, any woman that is doing well. The biggest concern to them is the successor. Nothing else. Even Solomon literally wept that we don't even know we inherit all this glamour and all these things. Whether it's a fool or it's a wife. Solomon, look at you. Was David worried about you too? The God read the clear. You see, he was worried seriously. And he started saying everything is vanity because he couldn't even find person to just push it to. So it's a big issue. So he said from 60 to and above, he said start traveling around the world. Can you imagine where you're supposed to be pleasant? Because we have death put into our existence. He said, yeah, are you sure you'll be alive? See, they don't think like that. And you see their lifespan is far higher than our own. Can you see the thinking now? Their own thinking, you know, they just know they will be 90. Our own thinking, 70, hallelujah, he tried. I used to join them in it and stop it years ago. Somebody died 70, I said, that one can still get boyfriend now. The best way Mama Dad will laugh. You don't know when he laughs. I said, Mama Dad 70, one can still get boyfriend. Everybody will laugh. Because now find out that it's actually not old age at 70 really. So instead of working when we should be working, we'll be flexing. Then the old age that was supposed to relax, we'll now use it to draw up pattern. So follow this Jackman exercise and don't turn it around to your disadvantage, to your destruction. Alright? So please okay? Can we read it together? 1 to go. The opportunity of the lifetime. All this is within the lifetime of the opportunity. Thank you. God bless you.